First, I'm going to mention that my look today is a look that I actually did an outfit of the day, so it's not a get ready with me, but you can definitely go and see the link. I'm sure that it's going to be uploaded today, and this video is going to be uploaded later on in the week, so you can go and see what I uploaded in the beginning of the week. Today I wanted to talk to you about thin shaming. I want to talk about the topic. I want to talk to you today about real women and this expression that has been going on for several years now. I want to talk about thin shaming. And I know you're asking yourself, wait, but aren't you plus size? And isn't this a plus size? And isn't this channel all about empowering bigger women and stuff like that? And yeah, it still is. Don't worry, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still a proud fat girl. And really, that hasn't changed. But I want to talk about something that has been, I know that it's been on my mind, and I've purified my thoughts in the matter a long time ago, because I actually wrote a blog post, I think it was 3 years ago, that's called Real Women Are Real Women. And my blog post was talking about the fact that this attempt to legitimize plus size women by delegitimizing yeah, that's a mouthful, women that are not plus size is the wrong way. I don't believe in this kind of, I guess this kind of goes along with my philosophy in life. I am a believer in animal rights. I also believe in promoting and talking about this and spreading the word and giving more people more awareness and more knowledge on the matter and giving them the option of making the decision. And I truly believe that when people have the information, the correct information, if they're moral inside, they will come to that decision themselves at some point or another. And if they don't, that's simply because they're not ready for it yet. And it doesn't make them bad people, it just makes them people that are not ready for it yet. And that goes along my philosophy with encouraging plus size and more images in the media. Delegitimizing one group of people does not give more justification for another group of people. It doesn't work like that. You don't promote violence with violence. You don't promote anti-violence but using violence, something like that. And really, this always bothers me. Bigger women are bigger women, thinner women are thinner women. But when it comes down to it, we're all women, and we're all people, and we're all humans, and there's nothing that makes us more real or less real if our size is not a certain size. And it doesn't matter if it's a plus size or a bigger number or whatever, or a smaller size. It really doesn't matter. We do need to fight and combat the images that we see in the media, because they're just not diverse enough. They're not just, there's very little types in the media, and when we do see bigger girls, we tend to see also very, very, I mean, okay, if you take two groups of the media, the way it presents it, there's actually two. We'll put modeling aside for just a second, because that's a different issue that I'm sure I will discuss at some point or another. But the other issue is, when you see women in the media, you tend to see either the thin models, or you tend to see the real bigger women that are over a certain size, and they're classified as a bigger woman. But what you really a lot of times don't see is kind of in the middle, and you don't tend to see enough black women or Asian women. You really don't see the simple portion of those particular groups within the population in the media world, and that itself is a problem. We need to fight that. We need to give more representation. I love the internet. I love fashion, but I was never able to get into it until this specific day and age, because fashion was presenting something that I was not, and it made me feel like I'm not part of it. And I always thought that if I was, I'm 5'9", I'm pretty tall, and I love heels, and I have if I was thin, my body type is the kind of body type that would actually work for a lot of different fashion shoots and stuff like that, because I have a very specific body type. I'm not big-breasted, I carry my weight a very certain way. When I get thinner, I tend to get these kind of, my waist tends to get a very certain shape. So all in all I have to do is just become thinner, and I would fit into this fashion world, and it doesn't work like that. And then for several years after, I've managed to get away from that, I didn't touch fashion. I didn't get into it because I was no longer going to combat and my own body and pursue the certain image. And if I didn't pursue a certain image in my head, I thought, okay, then I can't be part of the fashion world. Now you see fashion blogs and you see real women talk about real fashion and high fashion, and it all becomes one of the same, and that's what I love about the internet. But this is one of the things that you can do. You can portray your image, whether you're thin, fat, bigger, smaller, shorter, taller, greener, yellow, or pink. You can do whatever you want. And the fact is that people love seeing other portrayals in the media. More and more people are understanding this. I mean, I know it'll come down to conformists and stuff like that, but we are, as people and as women, are moving from that, and we have the ability of portraying a healthier image to the younger generation. I had a horrible childhood and teenage years and early 20s in terms of my social status and how I felt, and that has carried itself, and it has definitely scarred me inside, and I carry that with me, but I don't choose to let that in. I use that to empower myself, because if I put my image out there, then I will portray another kind of image out there, and the more people that do that, the more we're going to see, the more people are going to understand that real women are not supposed to look one way. There's many different kinds of women, and what makes one person pretty can make another person ugly, and what makes one person, you know, everybody's different. And I truly believe that using the definition real women is wrong. I really think that we're more than that. I think we don't need to degrade anybody in order to achieve more in life. I don't believe that the campaign to raise awareness for rights of bigger women in fashion have to come on the backs of women that are not bigger or fat or whatever. Because it doesn't, because we have a right to exist. And using that claim that smaller women are not real women actually kind of shows that we're kind of A, petty, if you're using that definition, and B, that the only way we feel that we can legitimize ourselves is degrading somebody else, and then we're creating we're creating kind of a conflict. We're creating two sides to the story. And it's not two sides, and it's not that far apart from each other, and we're all one group. We're all fighting for the same thing when it comes down to it. And I think that we need to stop using that definition, real women, when it comes to plus size women. Plus size is plus size is plus size. It's fat, it's bigger. Use these, rock these definitions. They're true, they're very factual. There's nothing interpretational about it. Some people don't like the definition fat. I'm far beyond that. I'm fat and I'm proud and deal with it. But I don't use the definition real women to define my size. I use the definition real woman because I am a real woman. I have feelings, and I'm born with a vagina. and I'm very, very feminine in terms of how society sees feminine things, and I'm not going to go into the discussion right now. I am aware of the feminist discussion on the matter, what's considered feminine and what's not, and men and women and sort of, but I'm a real woman because I define myself as a real woman, and that's all there is to it. I'm fat because I am fat, and I'm plus size because it tends to be that specific category in fashion facts, let's put it that way. And I'm not a big fan of that, because that creates the illusion that there is a size, and anything else beyond that is plus. And then you have fat women trying to justify that plus is a plus. It's just, I don't like that. But I do really feel that we need to stop using the definition real women, because it's so degrading to other people, and you don't promote yourself by degrading other people. You don't do that. You just don't do that. We have a legitimate claim, and we need to use it. We don't need to degrade other people in order to achieve what we think is right. Yeah. So I guess that was it for today. It was a short chit chat. Maybe, I don't know. Tell me what you think on the matter. If you like this video, I'd appreciate the thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe down below. And as always, Have a lovely day, everybody, and full of fashion, peace, and love. Bye.